everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Cutler's Bears going up against Keenum's Rams. And we'll send you over to L.A. now, where Brandon Godden and Charles Davis have the call.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
On second down, here's Cutler. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now Cutler on 3rd and long. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body. Ability to run.
Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got the big fella. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Keenum's going to throw for it. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's Tracy Porter with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. On first down, it's Cutler. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's a gain of 24 that time, and the Bears are going to get a first.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it. That is caught. Royal for a Bears touchdown. Eddie Royal high in the air to bring it in. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. And his kick is good. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The offense on your screen now, and Todd Gurley on your screen. That is the back of the present and the future.
And what an amazing return for him from a knee injury his last year in college at the University of Georgia. Now It's like it never happened. There's nothing he can't do on the football field. And if you're a defense, that's a long day trying to prepare for Todd Gurley.
And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, the advantage is certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Kendricks did have 90 yards, 7 catches in week number 9, but he also dropped a pass in the end zone that hit him right between the 8 and the 8.
And that has been part of his scouting report for a long time. Terrific talent, able to get downfield, stretches defenses in a big way, has the ability to make big-time tough catches, but sometimes drops the ones you expect him to grab. I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Keenum now on the keeper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Charles, what do we make of Todd Gurley? In week 9, just 48 yards, yet to have a 100-yard game this season.
And when you talk to the Rams, and I have a number of times during the year, you keep hearing the same expression. We're close. We're really close. Holding blocks a little bit longer, continuing to stay with the run game, asking Todd Gurley to break a few more tackles along the way. But they haven't gotten there yet, and it's got to be frustrating for not just him, but the entire Rams offense.
Keenum, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Bears will get the football back. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Cutler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He was looking for Zach Miller, his tight end there, and it's 3rd and 4.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The catch made by Miller. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Now 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, officially this will be a fit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Cutler. It's caught. Eddie Royal. 19 yards there on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up. Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on it.
And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard taking it in from a yard out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one...
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 63 yards. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So these L.A. Rams have dropped to 3-5. This defense, though, you've told me, kind of the backbone of this team, isn't it?
It is, and it starts with their front four. Those are the guys that kind of get the most attention, led by Aaron Donald, Robert Quinn coming off the edge. They're terrific, but they have players at every level. Look at the linebacking spots, all right? Alec Ogletree now in the middle. Mark Barron, who they've moved to a weak side linebacker. They're tackling machines. And Tremaine Johnson is rapidly becoming one of the better corners in the league.
On 2nd down, Cutler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. On third down, Cutler. That is caught. Royal from Bears touchdown. Eddie Royal with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Green, 39! Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! 3! That's in now, Barney! That's in now, Barney! 3!
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Here we go!
3rd and 2, Keenum. And he will find his man. It's Kenny Brett. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And never good on a pass. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing on third down, Keenum. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Keenum going for it on 4th. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st down, it's Cutler. Finding time. He's going to go for a big play into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They come up with an offset eye. Now Keenum. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here we go on 4th with Keenum. It's complete to Britt. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great...
That's caught inside the 20. They got 29 yards there. And it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30. and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Keenan. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't...
Man open is Britt for a Rams touchdown. Kenny Britt, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this kick goes out of bounds, and that's obviously why the flag comes out here.
And now you can see the defense greeting the kicker as they go out to play. The starting field position for the offense is excellent, puts a lot more pressure on the defensive guys.
Yeah, and if the kicker thinks he's lonesome, he's really lonesome after a play like this.
Hey, he better hope that he's lonesome, because who's ever standing next to him is probably on the defensive side.
And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Wow, I can't help it. When I see Jay Cutler throw the football and throw one like that with a big completion, I can't help but be impressed.
His arm strength, such an asset. Huh?
It really is, because it gets him in trouble sometimes, but I think it gets him out of trouble more often than that. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. On 4th down, it's Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that? I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so. Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless. And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
throwing on third down. Keenum. And he fires one, but incomplete. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. The Rams do snap it. Keenum over the middle. He hits Austin. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 34. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st down, Keenum. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Keenum now on 1st down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Keenum throwing once more. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now Keenum. That's caught at the 3. 4 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Here we go on 4th. Keenum. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they broke our tie here in the final minute.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Back to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.